Hello everybody, it's Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work alongside Maggie and Lauren to bring you beautiful crochet tutorials. This is a continuation of our Granny Square month. For the month of September, we're doing one new video every single day. And this one's the daisy one. This is the daisy Granny Square. It is not an applique. It is part of the whole Granny Square. You can do this and you can do plain squares and make a beautiful blanket or whatever you want out of this. And it's beautiful and it's really, really not that hard. So we're going to dive into this and we're going to get her done. Okay? Beautiful. All right. We're going to start with, I'm using all my scrap yarn. Some's generic, some's Hobby Lobby, some's I'm not sure which. I'm using a light green, a dark green, the yellow for the center, and a white. And I'm using my 5mm crochet hook. Okay. This one really, 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 really needs a magic ring to start. I would not recommend a chain, but if you feel you absolutely have to, but I don't know if you're going to be able to get your center this tightly closed by doing a chain, but if you need to, you can do it. I would suggest a chain 6 and slip stitch to the first one because you're going to be putting in a lot of double crochets in to begin with. Okay. And I do, maybe I'll ask Maggie to link the videos for our magic ring, but I'm going to show you here. You take the yarn, you lay it across your hand, wrap it around. I use 3 fingers, and then you make an X with it. Okay, take your hook, you go under the first one, you grab the top yarn. When you bring it around, you twist it. After you twist it, you chain 1, and that locks it in. Now, but I'm going to ask you to do one more chain on this, okay? There we go. Now, in this ring, I need you to put 22 double crochets. Yep, 22. So, I'm going to meet you back at the end of 22. Now, for some people, before I let you go, marking your first stitch is always better. This is the chain 2 that is going to count as a stitch. So, you know what I'm going to show you? I'm going to mark it. Make it easy. All right, so after you do your chain 2, it's 22 more double crochets and we'll have a total of 23, and I'll see you at the end of that one. Okay, see what I mean? It's a lot of stitches. So you're going to cinch it closed, but don't worry about making it ridiculously tight right now. We can worry about that later. Okay, so there's your stitch marker. And you just slip stitch right in the first one. Okay. Chain 1. And in that same first stitch, take your stitch marker out. In that same first stitch, I want you to put a single crochet. And what's nice, you can mark this again so you're not worrying about counting or using this chain 1. Okay. So in the next stitch, you want to put another single crochet. In the next stitch, you want to single crochet 2 together. So you go in and grab, go in the next stitch and grab, wrap, and go through all 3. Next one, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet in the next, and then 2 together. That's the pattern for this. But when your last 4, I'll show you what to do. So let's do this together. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 together, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 together. I don't know why I feel like I'm crooked on camera. There we go. That helped. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and 2 together. Now you should have 4 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, 4 stitches. We're going to just do 2 together on all those 4. So first one, 2 together, and then the next one. Get in there, and 2 together. Okay. I'll pull a little more, and then you slip stitch to your first stitch. Okay. Now I want you to do 1 single crochet in every stitch. So you chain 1, no, I missed a step. I'm sorry. Not that yet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I added a stitch somewhere. The last 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, are 2 together. That's what I did wrong. I apologize, everybody. The last 4, 1 and 2. And let me count our stitches. You should have 16 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes. Okay. So now you slip stitch. To first stitch. It's going to start bowling, and that's exactly what we want it to do. All right. So now chain 1 and 1 single crochet in every stitch, and you should have 16 stitches. But again, I would recommend you just move up your stitch marker. Okay, so 1 single crochet in every stitch. And make sure you count and make sure you have 16 stitches, and I'll see at the end. After you go all the way around, you slip stitch to your first stitch, and you chain 1, and you will cut your yellow. Now is the time. Let's get this nice and tight. Okay. So you should, if to get it tight, you go in the same direction that it was already going in. Make sure you don't break your yarn. How much more I can go under. When you're comfortable with your closed, then just go a little bit back in the opposite direction to lock it in. Okay. And if you look, you got your little bowl. Really neat, huh? I love it. Now we're going to switch over to white. Now to get started with these, I would suggest you start with a slip knot, okay? Make sure you can recognize what's your bad side and what's your good side, because you want to work on the front, okay? Now we're only going to be working in the front loops. So hook your yarn, bring it through, and chain one. And since we already did a chain 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then you slip stitch to the front loop only of the next stitch. Do not go in the same one you were in. And slip stitch. Now it's chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then you come in and you slip stitch to the front loop only of the next stitch. And that's how you do this row. Chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then you slip stitch to the next stitch. Okay, and I'll see you at the end of this row. Okay, when you come all the way around, you slip stitch to your beginning one. Okay, now if you push your petals forward, we have these back petals to work in. So I want you to slip stitch into a back loop. I apologize. Chain one, and I want you to put in one single crochet in all the back loops, okay? So make sure you get the one you started with, just one single crochet, and make sure as you do it, there's 16 of them. So it's just a back loop only, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, now you have your 16. Make sure you slip stitch to your first one. Just like that. Okay, chain one, and now each full stitch gets 2 half doubles, just like that. So since you have 16 and we're doing 2 in each, you will end up with 16 and 16 is 32. Okay, so 2 half doubles in each full stitch going around. Okay, I have 32 stitches. Then all you have to do is slip stitch to your first stitch, and chain one and cut. Notice my ends are missing. That's because I weaved them under while I was doing this. Any which way I can find to get rid of tails without having to weave them in, I'm your girl. All right, let's do the leaves. Okay, so I like to go right after the join. You do what you want to do. Start your little slip knot. Bring it through and lock it. Now I want you to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And I want you to put another double crochet right in that same stitch, and not with your end that I just used. With the working yarn. 1, 2, and 3. And then you put another double crochet in there. Chain 2. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and put a single crochet in there. Chain 2. Skip 1 stitch and put a single crochet in. Chain 2. Now we're doing a full corner, but you skip 2. 1, 2. Full corner is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Okay, then we chain 2 again, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet, chain 2. Now you're going to need to do your corner again. So you skip 2 and do your next corner, which is 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Chain 2, skip 2, single crochet, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet, chain 2, skip 2, and you're back to your corner. Chain 2 and 2 more double crochet. Chain 2, skip 2, single crochet, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet, chain 2, and you should be right back, skip 2, right back to your beginning, and you slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. Oh, no we don't. It's only half a corner. You put in 2 double crochets. Forgive me. 1, 2. Now you chain 2 and you slip stitch. Now it's just making your granny square, and this should be pretty basic, but I'll get you started on the first round. I do suggest you start in a different corner than where you ended. Tie on and chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and put in 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2. Then you go into the next space right here. There's 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. You move over to this one space right here, you put in 3 double crochets. One, 2, and 3. You go over to your next space, 3 double crochets. No chaining between. Now that should lock that in, so we can do without that. Go to your corner, put in 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. And then again, you go to your next chain spot, put in 3 double crochets, your next spot in your gap here, 3 double crochets. Your next gap, 3 double crochets. And you're in the corner. 3 double crochet. Chain 2. And 3 double crochet. All right, I'll meet you at the end of this one. Okay, when you come around, you're going to finish your corner. You're going to finish your corner with 3 double crochets. And chain 2. And then you substitch. Now making this larger is just following the rules of regular granny square. So you can just keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's just beautiful. And you can make so many beautiful things with this. And I want to thank you for following us. I am Ronnie with Whip and Chain. I work with Maggie and Lauren to bring you beautiful crochet tutorials. And would you mind hitting that like and subscribe button at the bottom? And come find us and join our group on Facebook, Whip for Work in Progress and Chain. Till next time, happy crocheting, everybody.